I still go to school and all that stuff, but once I'm done from school, my family doesn't bug me by doing a bunch of other jobs like they usually do. I get to relax in my birthday, so that's the only thing I do in my birthday. I just relax. Every other day is work, 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 work. So, yeah. The fact that I never had a birthday party in my life ever, it's so surreal to me. And I don't know, like I was thinking like, ooh, if I never had a birthday party, I bet somebody is throwing a birthday party for me and they're celebrating it without me. So I made that whole joke based on my little assumption of when I was like making jokes to myself. So yeah. Let's see what else is there to talk about this whole series, in episode 1 at least. Here's another fun fact. In the flashback by Sonic, his last flashback in this episode, where Sonic and Tails are talking in the toxic zone, that was based on me and a childhood friend of mine, where me and her used to play Sonic 2 together, and we always had these little funny sketches together, or whatever video games we're playing by two players, we usually have a little funny section together. And that whole toxic chemical thing, I know the joke was very predictable by like, oh, Tails comes out with two tails. That was actually just based on me and a friend of mine having fun as little kids, and that was one of my first stories on telling in a video game. So it was kind of nice to get that joke out of my system for this episode. So yeah, and also I do a lot of things that's based on my life, and these episodes sorta kinda. The thing about the Sonic Reminiscent videos is that I didn't want it to be a straight out parody, funny story. I want it to be dramatic-ish in a way as well, and yet lighthearted. I was hoping that people would appreciate the mix of that and not just be a straight out funny video. I was kind of nervous at first, but then I realized how much people really liked it, and it made me feel good. I was happy the fact that everyone liked the story that I came up with and not just being a parody or anything. Because the thing is, I saw a lot of people do parodies on Sonic Generations, and it's always the same thing, like the past is so awesome and the future sucks. And nobody really appreciates the whole like this Sonic the Hedgehog series has been happening this many years and everyone always bashes the future. And I'm like, that's kind of where I based the classic Sonic self, like on how arrogant and egotistical he was, like saying like how awesome he is. The future is not awesome, he's lame, blah blah blah. But later on softens up to him, and his future self softens up to his arrogance, but whatever. And that's the thing, like I wanted a light-hearted story, but dramatic-ish in a way that they could hurt each other, but they're friendly towards each other, etc., etc. And I thought nobody would actually like a story like that, but apparently you guys do, and it really makes me happy that so many people keeps asking me, where's number 6 and where's number 6? It's coming, I just need to work on it. And yes, also the fact that, how can I say this? The complaints that I get from people is that, oh, in Sonic Generation, Classic Sonic doesn't talk. He doesn't talk. I know he doesn't talk, and I'm happy that he doesn't talk. I was kind of sad that Classic Tails and Robotnik talked, but whatever. But in my story, for a video story that's supposed to be dramatic, lighthearted, and funny at the same time, I wanted Classic Sonic to talk because, well, that's Sonic as a little kid, and I wanted to show his personality as a little kid. Same goes for Classic Tails and all that. And so he has to talk. And some people like complain that it's not like Sonic Generation storyline, and I'm with the time travel, blah blah blah, not like his memories. And all my response to that is Sonic Generations had a story. But okay. But overall, this is why it's a fan fiction. Get over it. And also, let's see, what else did other people complain about? Besides the Uncle Chuck thing, that's pretty much all that comes to mind, really. I thought people were gonna complain. Well, some people did. It was that the story was being told by pictures by Gary's Mod. Because they have no idea how much of a pain in the ass animation can be. I just want to tell a story, that's all. I wanted part 6 to actually tell an animation story so I could see how it's gonna happen, but it's been so long since part 6. I just didn't want to wait anymore, and I'm like, I told my friend, you could work on Blaze Trapped in a Tree. That's like a script I'm really proud of, and I can't wait to see it in action. So I told my friend, like, you could work on that or work on whatever projects you're already working on. I'm going to be working on Sonic Reminiscent 6. And that's the thing, like, I just want to tell the story. I really could care less about the animation or anything. I just want to tell my story, show some visual, and that's pretty much it. And as long as you like the story, the whole what it looks like, animation or not, shouldn't really be that much of an issue. Before I end this, I should point out one thing that so many people compared my story to. Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. I didn't even have Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories in mind until the very end, and like until I mapped out everything, and I was like, this story is kind of reminding me of something, and I thought, oh, it's like Chain of Memories. But my story is different enough that it's not really a ripoff of Chain of Memories. Like, Sora goes into a tower where he kind of loses memories. Sonic is going through his own mind, remembering all his memories that he must have forgotten or he needs to remember in order to save his friends. And Sora didn't need to save many people. He wanted to see Riku and Kairi, and later on thinks he needs to save a girl named Naminé. But in my story, Sonic needs to remember in order to get his friends. And I believe that remembering your memories is 10 times harder than it sounds. And Sora uses Yu-Gi-Oh cards to go through his memories. Sonic needs to remember them in order to go through it and actually experience what's going on, and he needs to be careful on what he thinks because bad memories could just show up like a bad guy and he could be completely screwed over, while Sora doesn't have that fear. Sora has to deal with an organization. Sonic has to deal with some weird memory creature thing that I cannot reveal what I have for the end game, but it is bad for Sonic to keep remembering while Sora goes through the tower, keeps on forgetting, and eventually forgets his goal. But for Sonic, he's not sure what's happening, but he has to progress anyways because he needs to see what's happening with his whole memory thing. So they're both different stories overall. So huzzah for that. Well, that's all I have to say for episode 1. The other parts are probably not going to be as long as this video is, but I hope you all enjoy on what I have to say about episode 1 and what inspired me and all these other good things.